Several sporting events in Atlantic City's history over the years, from indoor football to hockey to outdoor boxing. What were some of the big sporting events in Atlantic City's history?
I'm going to give you first the biggest venue, sporting venue we had, besides all the other things, with our old convention hall, Boardwalk Hall. I want you to listen to the wide range of usual and unusual things that took place in the walls of that building, and I'll comment on a couple of them. It had, in 1930, had the first indoor football game, Lafayette University against Washington Jefferson University. It had football there, professional, independent, college, high school, youngsters. It included the Boardwalk Bowl and the Liberty Bowl were played in there. In the mid-1930s, the first collegiate basketball doubleheader, University of Pittsburgh versus the Louisiana State for the national championship. Ice hockey, professional, independent, amateur, collegiate, scholastic. From 1929 and 1953, over 1,000 hockey games were played in our convention hall. The American Bowling Congress in 1949 had their national tournament there. 48 beautiful bowling alleys in a row laid out in our main floor area. Basketball, men's and women's, professional, collegiate, scholastic, youngsters, including teams like the Harlem Globetrotters. They had a horse show, a hole-in-one golf tournament, a 6-day bicycle race, ping pong tournament, pari-mutuel greyhound dog racing inside Convention Hall.
When it was illegal to do so.
Horse.
You could not have, it was not legal to wager on anything in the state of New Jersey. We had a dog track running and people betting on it. Only in Atlantic City.
Horse polo, motorcycle polo, midget automobile races, fencing, dog shows, cat shows, lacrosse, field hockey, high-lie, softball, track and field. We had the only 100-yard indoor straightaway on earth until the Houston Astrodome. Boxing, wrestling, soccer, tennis, when the great Bill Tilden played in Convention Hall. Field program days for our public schools. Thousands of kids would demonstrate physical exercise, tumbling, before a packed house. There was a revival of jousting, a Pony Express race, hear this, covering approximately the mileage between New York and San Francisco. In one day, the following events took place, all on the same day. An ice hockey game, national championship horseshoe pitching tournament, a high school basketball game, a professional tennis match.
And don't forget, Boo, that we coined the word birdie in golf.
Yes. We'll give you a chance to get to that if I can finish my list. Dance and walk marathons, ice follies and ice capades. And in one year back in the mid-1930s, both of them performed over the same summer at different times. That was the basic sports venue for Convention Hall. Elsewhere, they were saying, you mentioned the dog race, I mentioned the pari-mutuel racing inside, but I don't know if you're aware of it. Exactly opposite the road in front of Borgata, there was a greyhound dog racing track with a sheltered roof area for spectators and a huge track that ran there for many years, greyhound racing. Jack Dempsey trained here for his training bout in 1926, was it, Jim? 1926 at Bader Field. And he stayed at one of the two houses that existed right out there. The New York Yankees, they had spring training here in the 1940s at Bader Field. I have a signed program book and a ticket stub from that. And then we talked about the Negro Baseball League at Bacharach Park. And I'm going to tell you a little known thing that I only mentioned. The king and his court Did anybody ever see Eddie Feiner? Eddie Feiner in softball? I think that was the cleanest attraction, the most well-organized event that gave you your money's worth. It was spectacular to see. But there's some of the things that went on in Atlantic City sporting life amongst probably many others. But it was most enjoyable. So if anybody has any other thoughts.
Well, we had also some weird stuff like boxing cats.
That wasn't in there.
Boxing kangaroos. Premier Carnera boxed a kangaroo in Steel Pier. We had
the kangaroo.
We had boxing midgets. It's not very PC, but we had them. Yeah. So we had a lot of other shady things too.